Today is the seventh day, and I will talk on unlearn to relearn when overachievement is a trauma response. The core message is you are not always ambitious because you love success. Sometimes you are driven by fear, not fulfillment. To grow, you must unlearn the belief that your worth is based on how much you achieve. Namaskar, I am 𝘧𝗪𝗂𝗪𝗍, best-selling author, resilience strategist, and work-life balance coach. My dear friends, I welcome you on the sixth day of Unlearn to Relearn. Let me begin with this. Hustle is not always healthy. In fact, for many professionals, overworking is emotional armor. It's how they avoid feeling unworthy, invisible, or unsafe. Now understand the psychology of overachievement. It is a very interesting observation and you need to pay full attention. According to the American Psychological Association 2023, trauma survivors often develop overachievement as a compensatory coping mechanism, believing success equals safety. In other words, you don't slow down, not because you are inspired, but because you are terrified of becoming less. Brain science shows the dopamine spike from success gives temporary relief from emotional pain, but also reinforces the addiction to doing more to feel enough. You need to prove yourself enough is the underlining point. Here I present you the case study of Rachita from India, 38 years old, was a product lead at a fintech company in Bengaluru. She was the go-to person, always available, always solving, until burnout crushed her. During therapy, she discovered this belief, if I am not the best, I shall be abandoned. That is not true. It traced back to her childhood, where love felt conditional on performance, and that is most of the cases. Now, she is still ambitious but no longer addicted. She redefined success to include sleep, relationship, and joy. Here I present you the second case study of Daniel from USA. Daniel, 45, was a corporate lawyer in New York. For 20 years, he chased promotions like survival. After a divorce and a breakdown, he finally asked, why am I obsessed with proving I am valuable? His answer shocked him. My father told me once, you are only worth what you earn. I made that my identity. Can you see? Your self-limiting belief systems ingrained in the childhood having ominous effect years thereafter in your professional life. Daniel stepped back. He now runs a non-profit for lawyer mental health. He says success is not proof of worth. It is an expression of who I have become. And that is what success is supposed to mean. What you become is the journey, the path you covered to reach your goal. What you become. Here are the key insights. The truth is, overachievement is often a trauma loop. Not always a drive, not always a passion, but fear misled masked as excellence. You don't have to crash to change. Start by asking, what am I running from? While I chase success, yes, you are running from. You have to find it out. Here I provide you the journal prompt. What do I fear would happen if I stopped overperforming? Let that answer reveal the wounds driving your goals. It is basically trauma-driven. Trauma inflicted mostly at the early stage of life. Here is the affirmation. Say aloud, I am worthy even when I rest. Yes, my value is not measured by output. I achieve with wholeness, not emptiness. Here is free tool for you. Trauma to Truth Trackers. DM Day 7 for your free worksheet. Identify your overachievement triggers. Heal performance anxiety. Rewire your work habits to align with peace, not panic. Here is call to action for you, my dear friends. Comment. I am more than my achievements. DM Day 7 for the Trauma to Truth Tracker. Tag someone who lives on overdrive. Subscribe my channel because on the edge reveals why you confuse productivity with progress and how to unlearn the noise. You must learn it. Thank you very much.